Hi again. In the previous videos, we have seen how to set up our billing and invoicing template and how to send invitation to our clients to join this platform so that we can start our engagement. In this video, let's see how the client side will work. So from here, we can see we still have a pending registration, a mail sent or an invitation sent to this client, and it is still pending. They're supposed to accept it. Let's go to the client side. So this is how the client is receiving the invitation. And once client clicks on register now link, they get to register. And here you can see this is the agreement that we have sent while sending the invitation as a coach. So client is supposed to agree with your terms and condition, say continue, and start filling up details. The important thing here is client is supposed to enter the registered email on which they have received the invitation. If they don't, if they enter some other email address, it will not register. So let's say username, okay, password should be 8 characters long. So all right, we're supposed to enter a strong password and we have done that. Let's say create account. So this is supposed to register the client on CoachOrbit system. Once, yes, so congratulations, your registration is almost complete. An email is sent to this email ID. Let's go back to the email and see if there is any. Yep, we have received the confirmation for our registration, and the next step is now we can log in. So now we are logging in as client for the first time. Now the client panel is obviously different from the coach panel. Client is supposed to fill up their details. Let's change to some arbitrary date right now. Mobile number, okay. Country currently is set to India. Let's say Delhi. State again is Delhi, okay. Rest is optional, so we can say continue. Now we can upload a photo if they want, or skip now. Again, it's an optional thing. Now company details for the client, website, industry, let's say IT software, designation, director, oops, director, business, email, again the same email. All right. So now we have entered to the client panel. So this is how the client panel will look like. So let me just explain. Once the client has set up the goals, the progress of goals will appear here on this part. We'll see how it will work. The task list, when we say task list, is the pending task that we have scheduled for ourselves as a client. They will appear here. If there is any upcoming session, it will come to this part, and any past session, if you want to see, it will appear in this part. Let's start with things one thing at a time. So let's start with goals. Let's set up our first goal. So the goal, we say we are starting from Monday, and expected delivery or the end date of the goal is this. Short heading of the goal, launch my website. Description, launching my coaching portal or coaching website. Say next. So what is the success criteria for this goal? So let's say website operational is a success criteria. Save and exit. A particular goal can have multiple success criteria. So if you have multiple success criteria, let's go back to success criteria. You can add another line and add multiple success criteria. Let's move to strategy here. So what is a strategy to achieve this goal? So what are we supposed to do? Uh, there are two things we can do. Maybe outsource web development. Okay. The strategy can be in-house development. Let's say save and next. So what are the task lists then related to both? Which one we are going to go for now? So let's say we plan to outsource. So what are the tasks related to outsourcing of web development? So first task first, I have to shortlist a web development company. So that is first thing I have to do. Another thing I can start parallelly is start working on or create a requirement document, because once we engage the company, they will obviously ask for the requirement document, so we should be ready with the requirement document. Another thing we can do is maybe following week we can start working on finalize the design of the website. Okay, once that is done and development company starts working on our requirement and our design, one more thing we need to do is buy hosting service for our website. These are some of the tasks, and let's say we save them. Perfect. So all the tasks are saved. Now, as a coach, if I go to the coach panel and let's refresh it. Now there is no pending registration. First of all, you can see, because client has accepted the invitation and they have started working on the goals. Now if I go to the client and see the first client dashboard, you can see now outstanding tasks like we have entered in the client panel. So now we know that client is going to be working on these many tasks under this strategy, but there is no progress yet. I hope this is clear. So this is how the client can start setting up new goals. So now we can see on client panel there is one goal set. So client can go on and start working on multiple goals at the same time. Next option on the client panel is resources. So if the coach has shared any resources with the client, they will appear here. So that can be some files, some audio dictations, or maybe some blogs. If they want to send any message to the coach, they can use this option here. Let's say hi. So I'm sending this message from client panel to my coach. Now if I go to coach panel and check my messages, I can see one message from my client, and here is the message. So through both the panels of messages, we can start communicating with each other. Hi back. So that's how the messaging system will work between coach and the client. I hope this part is clear. There are some other options like change password. So if client wants to change their password, they can do this. If they want to raise a support ticket, if they're experiencing any problem with anything related to CoachOrbit, then they can use support option, which will take them to support portal and they can open a support ticket. All right, so internet is slow. Yeah, this is how it is. So that's all about the client side of the CoachOrbit portal. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture.